Good Lord. Damn, Gina. So apparently, Miss Gina Carano is just, she is just moving out an airstrike on Disney. My God. So apparently, this whole thing that she has said is about Disney and bot accounts. And yesterday, a article came out about HBO using bot accounts to harass critics that did not like their stuff. Makes you wonder if they came at YouTubers too. So this is what Ms. Carano has to say. Do you think this behavior of creating bots was exclusive to HBO Max, or that maybe other major studios do this as well? Now, see, I had heard a while ago that there are troll farms that companies can enlist to do dirty work for them, to get a narrative going, and to also spam like good reviews of stuff too. So they do both. In 2016, Bob Iger said Disney was basically inches away from buying Twitter, but pulled out of the deal at the last minute, saying they did a little more research and said this about Twitter users. We at that point estimated, with some of Twitter's help, that a substantial portion, not a majority, were not real. That is not real. What do you think that substantial portion of fake users grew to from 2016 to before Elon Musk took over Twitter in 2022? How big did the bot armies get? Who were the bot armies created by and to do what? Why butt Twitter and deal with that headache when you can create? Why buy Twitter? I'm sorry, this is my first video of the morning. Why buy Twitter and deal with that headache when you can create armies of bots and control the narrative for much, much less money and energy? It does your promoting for you, that's what I was just saying, without making it look like you are promoting yourself. Look, it's popular on all these accounts, strangely liked by a bunch of accounts with no names. It must be good. But what if it was used for something much more sinister? These damn critical YouTubers have too many followers. They're gaining traction. Let's censor them on top of sending in the fake bot armies, just enough to get the yes men and useful idiots on board and rolling. That's true. People will jump on a bandwagon just to belong to something. That leads to firing a person who thinks differently because they can't control their voice. Need a reason to fire her? Get this hashtag trending. Say she had something anti-Semitic to say when she didn't say it at all. Twist her words, and hey, as long as it's in the headlines, no one will ask any questions. It must be true. I actually told them in an email and over the phone about these bot armies and how they start the negative narrative. And then the young kids would join in, and not realizing they're being manipulated. And then websites and small news jump on board to be cool with the kids. Before you know it, you're trending and Hollywood media devours it. I told them I believed that it was happening to me. A manipulated mob being used every day to spread propaganda to protect the most corrupt. They didn't need to buy Twitter. They just needed to buy the narrative. Why does everyone just laugh off the fact that when the suits do something wrong, it's, oh, how silly are those silly little harmless suits, instead of the suits being forced to grovel and correct the wrong they do, just like they demand so many others to. It's not like they don't know how to apologize. They wrote the playbook on fake apologies. They've literally destroyed careers and livelihoods and get sympathy pieces written on them, while those whose lives got destroyed for just having an opinion that was before its time or made a mistake and hurt somebody's feelings get destroyed. This action by armies is actually a much bigger offense than people are realizing. How many lives were ruined because of Twitter bots canceling them? In defamation lawsuits, you need to have evidence of intent to do harm. Defamation lawsuits are very tricky, especially when you're going up against someone with endless amounts of cash. I would say sending in bot armies to go after people they don't agree with more than qualifies as intent to harm. And I believe a jury would agree. Could get very interesting if ex or current employees came forward with more evidence. Aren't you all sick of this abuse of power? You could sell your soul and still not end up in the 1% this benefits. That's true. That's true. You find out of people selling their soul and find out they never make it at all, you know? Who wants to be in the 1% anyway? What it means, when it means betraying humanity and selling your soul. Don't pass this social credit score BS on to the next generation. Artists throughout history are at their best when they're not in lockstep. It's what we love about them. Independent creators, get busy and don't be compromised once you climb to the top. My. She is letting it all out. She just don't give a F. Wow. My. When I first found out about bot accounts, troll farms that were, commissioned to get certain narratives going, I started to realize, and especially in my comments section about certain movies, I was like, why are all the comments like the same, except written a little bit differently? I really started to notice it, because there's only so many ways you can say one thing when you're trying to push a particular, and I was like, I bet, and then I started to think back to other situations where people didn't like what I had to say about certain movies or games, and I was just like, you know what? I bet you I probably have been targeted in the past by bot accounts, but who knows? But, yeah, I mean, it's just an opinion on entertainment. It's serious, but not that serious at the same time, depending on what aspect of the entertainment you're talking about. Just there's levels to this stuff. But it is sad that she's, speaking out now, and you're hearing this stuff, and it's like, it's sad that they do this to people. And that, if you're a critic and you just don't like their movie, you get accounts on, Twitter to harass you, That's why you have to have a powerful block finger, like I do. You know what I mean? Oh, man. I figured after the last piece she was going, go quiet for a little bit, just relax. Now she got more to say. Now I'm going to start looking. I'm really going to start looking at her Twitter. I follow her. I'm going to start looking every day. Like just something that comes out, I'm like, let me go to Gina's page and see what she got to say about it. She's going to become super popular on Twitter. My God. Post comments down below. Let me know what you think about this situation. If you enjoyed my thoughts on this, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And go over to Gina Carano and follow her. Tell her Tyrone Magnus sent you. 10 million subscribers. Woo!